What's going on? What's going on, good people?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing this evening? I'm Lamar, and that's my brother, Casey Fowler.
What's at it, man? Hey, like every other episode, man, get your headphones on if you're at work, get your accessories right, put the kiddies to bed, because you might just hear some foul language. Let's get it, man. Let's go.
Got that right. Roll the intro.
Perfect.
All right. Before we kick things off, let's get into these accessories to discuss what accessories we have this evening. So, brother, what do you have this evening?
Yes, sir, man. For my smoke itch, man, I got me a BSL Rosewood from Black Star Line. This guy right here, man.
I've been meaning to smoke that one.
Yeah, it's actually fucking delicious. Like, the draw is amazing. I mean, I'm getting flavors out of it, and it's pairing well with my vodka that I'm over here drinking in the same cup as last episode. Man, y'all gonna see this cup probably for a few weeks now, but y'all gonna see it until I'm tired of it, until I get a new one. But yeah, so that's what I got going over here, man. Nothing too special, crazy, man. How about you, man? What you got going on over there?
All right, so for the whiskey, or tonight for the scotch, we got a little Macallan 12 tonight. I was gonna go buy something, but I didn't feel like it. So here we are. It do, and hey, you know, ain't nothing wrong with a little Macallan 12 to drink if you ain't feel like going nowhere. And for the cigar tonight, I've actually got two, so I couldn't decide which one. And I think I mentioned it to you before. I got the Crown Heads. Coronetta. Yeah, Coronetta and the Habano and the Maduro. Boom. So depending on how they progress tonight, they will explode. I'll compare them and see what happens. One strike against this one already is that in trying to hurry up and cut it, the wrapper exploded on me, so I just ripped it off. I really got to buy some pectin or something to start gluing them back down when that happens. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I just tear them motherfuckers out too.
So we'll let you know what's going on, and by the end, I might even be able to give you my taste on both of them. I'm excited to hear about that redwood, though. Yeah, Rosewood. I'm sorry. Yeah. So. Yeah.
All right, guys, it's that time, man, where we like to bring something positive from our world out to you guys out there in the universe. There's a lot of negative stuff going on, man. As y'all see in the news, we ain't gonna speak on it. Don't want to speak on it or can't speak on it. So we're gonna stick with some positivity, man. And brother, what's best in life?
Well, first and foremost, I over the couple days ago took another trip around the sun, as they say. Had a birthday, so that was cool. We kept it real low key. The family gave me a yes day. And I realize now, looking back on that, I really didn't take advantage of that like I should have.
You should have. You should have.
Like, really, they just left me alone. And I was upstairs building my gunpla, really, is what happened. And so, I mean, that part was fun. And I think I got a picture of it somewhere up here. So it is finally, well, it's not finished yet, but it's almost there. So it's got the weapons and everything. I just got to put the decals on it now. And they got me another one for my birthday. So there's this meme that's like the way, you know, it's just like with everything else. The way my old gunpla's waiting to get fixed. Look at me when the new one comes in, because I'm like, yo, come on now. So that's cool.
Yeah, you got a few. Definitely got a few.
Yeah, I think I have, let's see, 1, 3, 5 now waiting to be done.
Damn.
Yeah. So, and I'm thinking about painting 2 of them. So there's that. So, you know, as long as you got hobbies, you'll never be bored. So, let's see. Just been hanging out with the family. I took off from Wednesday through Friday. So I've just been hanging out at the house, doing stuff, watching TV, hanging out with the family, working on Legos with Simone, and just cooling. Let's see. Not really gonna talk about subscribers on MF Research right now, but I will say a couple more brands have hollered at your boy, and some exciting stuff is coming in the near future. So it's starting to be a regular occurrence now. So I think 3 companies reached out to me this past week. So that was pretty exciting. Or last week, actually. Last week, I forgot. It's been 2 weeks. So last week, and then 2 of their products just made it yesterday. So I got some reviews in the queue for some previous stuff. I think for 3 items previous, I got to finish those reviews. And then I got 2 now, 3 now. And then I got 1 more coming in August that I got to work on. So
what the hell?
It's gonna be busy, man.
Go ahead, man. Get your
now. If once I get to the point where I can be like, yeah, go ahead and cut me that check too. So, well, we're getting there. I'm enjoying just building my portfolio right now. So that's exciting. Been doing a little bit of trading, and I don't talk about it much, but I mean, I still dabble in the trading of the stocks every now and then, and I do pretty good. I mean, I ain't making no life-changing money yet, but I'm testing a couple setups and techniques, and they seem to be very lucrative or somewhat lucrative given the amount of that money that I'm risking. So did all right. Made a little bit of profit this week. So, you know, being in the green is always good. Let's see what else. I feel like there was something else. I don't remember if I mentioned it. I won a giveaway for some cigar accessories, so I got to email that guy tomorrow.
No, you didn't say that.
Yeah, so I got to email him tomorrow and just say, hey, you know, where's my shit? So we'll be doing that. Otherwise, man, just hanging out. Yeah, just good times. Oh, I've been working for the past few weeks on getting my humidity back down. I got one of those, you know, refrigerator style cooler door type things where it's supposed to hold it, but for some reason, even with the Bova at the right humidity, I could not get it to come down for the life of me. So I think I finally figured out what I needed to do, and it's been slowly coming down, and I've been testing its performance by smoking cigars over the past couple of weeks to see how they're doing.
Hey, you gotta test it out, right?
You do got to test it out. Wouldn't be any other way. Got to make sure everything's working. So I think it's almost there. I think I'm gonna have to do 1 more round of what I'm doing, and then I should be good to go. I should be right at that 68, 69 humidity, and it'll be golden. And I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about all. What about you, man? What is best?
Shit. Shit. My hair growing. Hair growing. That's something, man. They starting to lock up and shit. So that's what's best in life, man. My oldest, Tangy, she actually got herself a new job. She started today, which is dope.
Oh, that's cool.
Got the boys registered for school here in the good old AUG. You know what I'm saying? We back, so you know they're going to school. And had a little hiccup with the elementary school, man. So I had to end up changing my address on my driver's license and having to take that to them because it was some big thing about not having the right address that matched the lease or whatever the fuck. It's stupid here in Columbia County. But anyway,
no.
So
yeah,
got that taken care of. And while I was up there getting my license done, I was like, shit, y'all hiring? So I talked to a manager, got me an interview on Wednesday to be a driving examiner. So I was like, that's pretty cool, man. You know, I did the shit in the Army, so it's not like I haven't done shit like that before. So
just coming from the person who started teaching you how to drive, that's just hilarious.
It is.
But go on.
Mama Tanya was here earlier, man. It was like, huh? What? Oh no. Like, fuck y'all mean. But
just so y'all know, man. KC drive like he lost all the time.
No, that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. I did when we was here together in October. I did damn good getting us around the city. Damn it!
I didn't say you were lost. I said you drive like you lost. There's a difference.
Kiss my ass, man. Looking for the ops. That's what I'm doing. Looking for ops. Anyway, fuck you. Melanin Warriors is back.
Yes, it is.
It was real fun doing that episode, man. If you guys haven't checked it out, man, I should check it out. It was real fun doing it like that, man. It was a real interesting experience. I got some some odds and ends I need to tighten up that I personally caught. So
Yeah.
working on that. Next episode will be out tomorrow. If you guys didn't know, the Melon Wars podcast is
Look
back
at you.
Saturdays.
Look at you.
I didn't have time to change, man. I was doing some Melon Wars shit earlier, so no time to change. But be back soon. We'll get it back rolling and shit like that, man. It's gonna be real good. I'm enjoying it, sharing these stories and shit like that. My flashbacks. I think that's the most fun. Let me see. TV news.
It's doing pretty good.
What's that?
I'm checking the video. It's doing pretty good right now.
Oh yeah, it's doing all right. It's doing all right, especially for me not doing one in like 3 months. It's doing pretty damn good. That's pretty much it, man. Got started school shopping, got some of that shit knocked out. Went to the Augusta Mall. I ain't been in that motherfucker in like I don't know how long. I don't even know how long. I was gonna ask you about that shit when I talked to you like offline too if you started, but got some of that out the way. We broke now, but the boys got everything they need. Shout out to the boys' Uncle Dwayne, man, my wife's brother. He actually took care of their shoes, man. He got them both of them 2 pair of fucking Jordans a piece. So he always sending the boys shoes and shit. So he
want to adopt some old nieces and nephews.
Dwayne, if you watching, man, I love bro, man. But yeah,
I mean some J's.
And
that's cool. That's cool.
Got to take my wife out on a date. We went to Locos Tacos around the corner, man. So we got to get out for about an hour, 2 hours just to kind of kick it a little bit, man. And yeah. Oh, and I'm registering for school on Monday. I was gonna do it today, but they had some stuff going on, so I gotta wait till Monday. So school starts August 19th. Ready to get that thing going, man. Stuff was rocky as hell, but it's slowly starting to come together. I can slowly see the fucking threads fucking intertwining with one another and becoming one around this bitch. But yeah, that's what's best in life, man.
Cool, man. Cool. That's awesome. Can't wait to hear about that school when it finally starts up.
Yeah, man. So pretty much when it comes to like splitting the bills like 50-50 as a couple goes, man, I really think that if both of y'all are, you know, out here grinding, you know what I'm saying, y'all both bringing funds in, you know what I'm saying, both of y'all have lucrative careers or hustles or whatever you got going on, absolutely, because you're a fucking team. Like there is no I in fucking this. I mean, regardless of what bills it is, if he take like in, you know, let me take us for example. I take care of the house, I take care of the utilities, my wife pays the car note, and she takes care of the groceries. And that's how we pretty much split our 50-50. It doesn't have to be like, you know what I'm saying, oh, I'm paying utilities, so you got to pay the rent. No, however you split it, you're supposed to be a team in a relationship. Now, when it comes to food and stuff like that, that's something different, but we're talking about the bills in the house. Because, I mean, both of y'all live there. Both of y'all are trying to provide for your family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, maybe have kids or just y'all like to be comfortable. I don't know about you, but I like to be comfortable in my goddamn house when I'm sitting in that motherfucker. So you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to live comfortable, and it takes work to fucking do it. You can't expect somebody to, you can't just sit there and live comfortable while somebody else is just busting their motherfucking ass and they got to come home and do the same thing and do the budget and all this other stuff. Like, you know, like something that you and Kim do with the Wealth Wednesdays and stuff like that, man. That to me, that's a form of 50-50 also, because you're talking about your bread, you're talking about the budget, you're talking about the bill, you're doing all this stuff. I'm assuming, because I'm not there on Wealth Wednesdays. I didn't get an invite. So
shit, lately I'm not there either because we ain't had it in a minute, but go ahead.
But you know, that's the goal when you're in a healthy, productive, growing relationship, or let's say marriage at this point. Because I mean, if you splitting bills 50-50 with somebody, you might as well get ready to jump the broom, man. I mean, it is what it is. Y'all already playing house. You might as well just go ahead and do what the fuck you got to do. But you just got to make sure it's even. Now, what comes with that also is ground rules, man. You can't just say, yeah, baby, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take care of everything. You just come stay with me. And then 3-4 months fucking later, they cut your hours down there at the shop or wherever the fuck you working at. And now you need motherfucking help. That's something different, man. I mean, ain't no need to fucking flex if you're going to build with this person. If they're going to see you when you probably like pissed the shit on yourself by accident, I'm just using that as an example. You know what I'm saying? Seeing you do the most embarrassing thing you would want nobody else to fucking see. You could fucking trust that person to come together and get this fucking money and pay these bills and everything like that, man. So I'm really curious on what you have to say about it, because, you know, like I said, y'all used to do the Wealth Wednesdays and things like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I know you and Sis, you know, y'all are a fucking powerhouse, man, just like we are over here, man. So, and I know how well y'all work as a fucking team. So, real curious to hear what you gonna say, man.
The internet is not a real place.
Ooh, good.
Thank you for your time. So, because like you see it everywhere on the internet, like I think I heard on the Breakfast Club, you see it on Reels on TikTok, you see it. Oh yeah, I said TikTok because yes, I'm on TikTok and I still hate it. I hate every minute of it on TikTok. I hate responding to comments. I hate checking profiles. I hate all of the TikTok things. I hate I gotta. What do they call TikToks? I'm sounding old. What do they call the actual TikToks? Videos? TikTok? They're just TikToks. TikToks is the app and the content. So I saw a TikTok and I was like, on YouTube and Instagram, I can show that I don't want to see this shit anymore. Like, I don't want to see content like this. I don't want to hide content like this. So I'm interacting with it all kind of ways, trying to find out how. So they're going to be sending me all this other shit that I don't want to see about police pullovers and police stops. And I don't give a shit about that. I won't see that. Especially right now.
If you look at it once, it's gonna forever be on your For You. It's gonna be there. So once
I'm trying to figure out how to say not interested, do not show again.
You just gotta go. You gotta flip. You gotta just.
Once again, I hate TikTok.
Or just go from For You to followers and just look at the
right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was talking to Sis on TikTok the other day. Like, yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing on here. So. So there's that. But anyway, so I mean, you see all these takes and they're like, it shouldn't be 50-50. The man should. It's so weird to me because it's like a lot of these takes are like they want traditional gender roles as long as it's on their terms. But then some are like when it's convenient, like they want to a la carte other things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I want him to pay all the bills, but I ain't trying to cook and clean. Or I want this, but I don't want that. But then, you know, you have some that are like, they'll cook, they'll clean, they'll do all this. And then some will even take it so far. If he's providing, they are so happy that they are in a situation where they are being covered, that they are okay with him cheating because that is him just being a man.
And that ain't
all
cool.
Takes that are stupid. Because the internet is not real life. And so with that, thinking about life, the way we used to do things when we first started and we were a young couple is we used to split it as a percentage based on how much our salaries were different. So like if our salaries were 50-50, we would about split the bills 50-50. If our salaries were 60-40 compared to each other, we'd split like that. Because in that particular case, if the salaries aren't equal, and I feel like we've said this part before, if the salaries aren't equal, it's not fair to the lower earner to be busting their ass trying to pay their 50-50 when that 50% for them is really 20% of the other person's salary. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that that's fair on that point. But now I think we went to a couple marriage workshops or something that churches do it from time to time.
The retreat.
Couple. Not really a retreat. I mean, we haven't gone any though. There's like a couples weekends or something here and there that we've been to, and our old pastors, they're into right now. Part of their ministry is like helping like marriages and stuff like that. They have a couple books on like how to navigate a successful marriage, and they talk about like life and the different transitions of a marriage, from like, you know, having kids from the beginning, working, your kids getting older, to they're actually empty nesters now, and they're pretty young. I mean, they're not too much older than us, maybe 5-6 years older than us, if that. And so they had their kids young, got married young, and now they empty nesters chilling and have 3 successful children. So they just sharing their life and stuff like that. But I say all that to say, got to the point where it's like, once you become married, if you believe in being married and all of it entails, 2 becomes 1.
Indeed.
And that hit. And that was probably the biggest takeaway I took from one of those things. And it was also, I mean, I'm not going to get, you know, I'm not the Bible thumping Christian or anything, but I believe, and there's a lot of good, whether you believe or not, there's a lot of good information there. And one of the things that said in the Bible is where your treasures lie is your heart, or something like that. I paraphrase. So basically, show me where your treasures are, show me what you value. I see where your heart's at. So if our hearts are truly becoming one and everywhere else, but I keep my finances separate, are we truly becoming one? So with that being said, there is no his money, there is no her money. I mean, I take that back. To a small degree, there is, but that's just fuck around money. So you do what you want to do. And yes, I read in the Bible, and then next sentence later, I'm cussing. I know it happens. There we have, our own little accounts that we mess around with. We want to go and buy something stupid or whatever. I want a new optic or a new firearm, or she wants to go buy the latest fancy home body stuff. It's whatever. I mean, that's what that fund is for. No guilt, no nothing, or whatever. So like in that account, like what I like to do is I like to save up and buy big ticket things. So that's what I do in there. And then we have the main account where our checks are deposited into. That's just our money. I mean, we don't be like, okay, this is what happens when I get paid. This is what happens when you get paid. It's our money. So there's no need to split what's ours. You know what I'm saying? The money comes out of the same account, and you look really stupid trying to let me put it in a spreadsheet to where these are your bills, these are my bills. Oh, you didn't pay your 50-50, or you paying everything, and the money's still sitting in the account. Or like, for example, we have a joint account, and let's just assume that I'm paying the bills or whatever, right? I didn't have enough money to cover the bills because, let's say, there was a roof leak or something, knock on wood, and we had to get that fixed. Well, I can say that anyway because the roof leak warranty will cover that and don't want to pay for shit. So that's a good example. I can use that.
Warranties.
Yes. So say there's a leak. I spend my money out of the main account. If we go on this route, fixing that, her check is sitting in the account chilling, but I ain't got no more money because I spent it getting the house taken care of. Because it's like, oh, I got to pay all the bills and deal with everything. We can't touch that money sitting in the account, so we got to potentially go in debt or not pay something and go in default because of this dumbass rule that makes no sense. Like, I just don't like it. It's I hate these internet takes, man. And then I also ask, are you married?
Yeah.
And if you're not married, shut the fuck up. And if you are married, how long have you been married? This is my next question. Because you go ahead.
I was just saying, man, that's completely true, man. Like, if you ain't married, you ain't got no dog in that fight. Like,
dog in the fight, no.
If you call yourself building with your boyfriend and stuff like that for years, and y'all ain't got married, then you bullshitting, you playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, man. My bad.
Oh, you good, man? You good. So, I mean, the other thing, and you touched on it, is ground rules too. I mean, now if you get into a situation where it's like, all right, I'm gonna work, you be a stay-at-home wife and take care of the kids and do the, whatever you consider the traditional wife roles to be. You take care of that, and that's what y'all decide on. Then so be it. I mean, again, it rolls down the ground rules. Or if y'all decide that, we split the bills, whatever percentage, I mean, that's what you do. My recommendation, what I found is it ain't no his and hers no more. It's just we trying to do this shit together. We are trying to take over the world, Pinky. And two of us can do a hell of a lot more together than one of us or two of us working individually. I mean, because if you start looking at it that way, if y'all are both working, y'all are both employed, I mean, what are you doing? Unless you're saying, I'm going to pay all the bills and you put all your money in a joint Roth IRA or a joint IRA, depending on how much you make or whatever. Okay, we can talk different strategies like that. I mean, that's a little bit different.
That's interesting.
But it's still all the money is working for the betterment of the family. And there's that. But to just be like, I'm just going to sit on my check and you pay all the bills. Why? Why? Like
even my bad, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Even when before Janae's business just like jumped off. Anytime she, you know,
Mm-hmm.
gets some bread, it's like, you know, let me help pay this, let me help pay that. And I would say no, because you know, it's kind of like how you said, like put the money in the IRA or something like that. That was she was the safety net. That was safety net money. I told her just, you know, stack that. We use it if we need it. You know what I'm saying? That was safety net money. But to just sit down and just hold on to your checks and have another person struggling to pay every fucking thing, and then nah, man, that shit is not cool, man. That shit's not cool at all. Not cool.
I mean, I don't know. I would love, you know, for this one to get a little bit of traction in the comments to kind of give me the rationale to why that's cool. And if it is cool, what are your expectations? What are you bringing? What are you expecting to do?
And in this economy that we in right now, man, it's almost impossible to be a fucking single income fucking house, man. Almost impossible. Like you have to have 2 incomes at the least these days, man, because one just ain't gonna cut it. So 50-50, absolutely.
I saw one take where it was basically saying that even if financially a woman puts 50-50 in on the things, it's never truly 50-50 because they are still doing everything for the household. Shouldn't be that way, man. If y'all are in it together, and except for you, I was gonna say should put a load of clothes in the washing machine. Everybody except for you.
Hey man, I was holding the clothes down when before we moved. I was taking care of that shit. But you know, I get that.
Right. I mean, don't be afraid of washing no dishes and cooking and cleaning and
yeah.
I don't know. It's all just weird to me, man. Internet dates.
Yeah, but just like here, man. Like she does all the cooking because I suck at making sides. Entrees and fire. Can't make no sides for shit. Box sides and shit like that. Insta sides. I can do the fuck out of those. But you know, she takes care of all the cooking. I do the cleaning. You know, it's an even trade. We both bring the money. We both, you know what I'm saying? Not just financially with the bills, build the house up, but just, you know, actually building the fucking house up. She's taking care of the food. I'm taking care of the cleaning. You know what I'm saying? We split everything, but taking care of the kids or picking this person up, dropping this person out. It's all a 50-50. Everything in a marriage. And I like how you said, I was going to say it was 50-50, but then what you said just popped back into my head. But no, it ain't no 50-50. It's only one. It's only 100. That's it. That's it.
I mean, that's the way I say it. I mean, you know, the vision. We working in this shit together to get shit done. I mean, that's the way I see it all the time. And everything. I mean, there may be times where I can't do it. She got it. There's gonna be times where she can't do it and I got it. I mean, it's no different than, I mean, you know, let's say. So what happens in a situation like, because sometimes Kim has to go to meetings to where she's not back until late. What if I'm sitting here like, oh, she's supposed to be cooking and she ain't here? You gonna starve?
Oh, y'all just sit there hungry.
Want some stupid shit? Yeah. Just got 2 kids sitting in the house looking at you starving.
No, get your ass up.
Or conversely, if like the example I gave, if you ain't got it, you can be like, them light show gonna cut off, but I got my whole check in here, so I guess you got to figure out what you gonna do.
That shit ain't cool. All right, man, it's that time again, man. Accessory check-in. So how's your smoke? How's your drink, bro?
It is not a good cigar day over here. I don't know what it's doing, but I don't completely blame it. I blame it on the travel humidor that I left it in. So it could just be that it doesn't have the proper humidification. So it could be that. But it's a battle. Hopefully the second one's going to be a little better. If I don't like it when we get down to somewhere in the band, I'm not really picking up flavors. I'm not really picking up anything to note. I think I picked up flavor in the beginning, but I mean, if I am picking up flavor, I'm missing some of the wrapper. So there's that. I mean, I know I'm getting the flavor from the wrapper down here, but hell, look at the wrapper down there. It's coming apart too. So I'm not getting that piece of flavor. So what's going on? And the scotch is a scotch. So it's good scotch. If it gets bad, I can just give up on the cigar and just drink scotch for the rest of the night. The scotch is good. What about you, man?
Indeed. The vodka's a vodka, man. Kind of like how you said, the scotch is scotch. Same. I'm still getting good smoke out of it, man. I keep like doing this shit with my burn
yeah,
light.
that's
It's
weird.
fucking ugly and it's driving me fucking nuts. On top of that, I'm just smoking. I'm like, what the fuck is this on my lip? And this son of a bitch was sticking out. So I just pulled it and it was like a clown pulling fucking napkins out of his fucking pocket or some shit. The bitch just kept going, man. Look at this motherfucker, man. This shit is long as hell in there. Come on, guys. Come on. I mean, I know it falls through the cracks sometimes, but god damn. This need to have apples on the motherfucker or something. I don't fucking know. But all in all, not bad, man. I mean, I'm still enjoying the cigar other than that little hiccup in the way my burn line is burning, but it's probably because I'm lighting it and it's a little dark out here. But yeah. So you guys, you know, we'll check back in, let y'all know how our accessories turned out in the end, y'all.
I hate parenting content on social media. I really do. I mean, I see this shit and it just drives me crazy, man. Because like you'll see, like the thing that made me think about this is there was this video of a dad pillow fighting with his kids, and yes, he hit the first kid with a damn Hadouken.
You're supposed to.
You are. It's
a rite of passage.
And everybody, like some people, the people who get it were making jokes and everything about it, which it was funny. And then you got those that are like, oh my gosh, you're really too rough with the children. Oh my gosh, do you know what kind of damage a pillow can do? My son likes to be chokeslammed, okay? Like after his bath, my son will say, Daddy, can you go to the point where if I'm not doing it fast enough, he will do it to himself. So
we need a video. Not even for everybody on YouTube, man. You just gotta send me the video, man. I gotta see
it. But you know, if somebody I saw it, that was a pretty good sign.
Damn, that motherfucker making up. That was a fucking cicada that just flew past my goddamn face.
Oh man, I saw a cicada when I was out here smoking a cigar the other night. It was popped up on my garage door, emerging. And the whole night I'm smoking a cigar like this, watching it emerge.
Oh, it came out as a little cocoon thingy?
Yeah, it was I'll send you a picture when this is over. Of it, because I took a picture. I was watching it, man. That was just like fascinating to me.
Yeah, speaking of that shit, you made me. I ain't trying to one up you, because it just made me like the larva stage it was in. One of the bitches latched onto my fucking shit, tried to latch onto my shin, dog. Like talking about it now, I can feel it because I was like, "What the fuck is this on my leg?" I look down, it's this little brown shit looking at me and shit. I'm like, "Oh hell no, you ain't hatching on me, bitch." Like, you can feel the dig into my skin, bro. Like it was like an ant bite.
You look like Daddy, Daddy.
Well done. But yeah, that motherfucker was like trying to get in my skin. But yeah back to it. Sorry.
I just hate to see like people are so sensitive and people are so like you also see like when people are like there's a company that basically is saying they'll take your kids' art, you mail it to them, and they'll like digitize it or whatever. So, and then get rid of it and recycle it. And then people are like, oh, I would never throw away my kids' artwork. I have everything that they ever did. My mother showed her trunk, and she had every drawing that we had ever done for the 5 of us in a trunk. And it was just so amazing to live the memories. Man, fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like, I am not keeping every scribble, every piece of art, every draw. I mean, I keep a few, but
yeah, I just get but not every single fucking piece, man. Like,
right, I get so tired of like people perpetrating on whatever. Like, oh, my precious child, they can do no wrong. I love every minute of being a parent. Oh, it's just I wake up glorious and yada 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 yada. Fucking sometimes having kids sucks. Real shit. And if it doesn't, you lying. You ain't an active parent. Yes, I love my kid dearly. Yes, I'm active in my kid's life. But yes, there are some times like, did we make the right choice?
Like y'all fucking suck. I've been saying I can't wait for school for like a month now. I can't wait.
See, I have such mixed emotions about school, man. because while there is a side of, you know, not having every 2 hours my daughter makes this face and I'm like, oh, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack, breakfast, treat, yeah, can I? But then the other side of it is that I got to get up earlier because we got to get them to school. So that's why I got mixed emotions about
it. Yeah, we get an extra hour here. We only got to get one ready. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I like this a lot. But yeah, man, on your point, this shit's ridiculous, man. Matter of fact, Janeka showed me a video a couple weeks ago, and you know, it's a little black girl. She was like, you know, she was moving and shaking. She wasn't twerking. It was more, it looked more of like a African dance. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you've seen those on TikTok yet. Those are some really great videos, by the way. But you know, she was doing kind of like moves I've seen in these African dances, and the first thing that come to mind is, in the comments is, oh, she must be a single mother. Oh, somebody needs to call CPS. Oh, that's just gross. You're a pedophile. Whatever the fuck, all this type of shit they saying about this lady because her daughter's doing this dance. When you don't know if that shit has cultural significance or fucking not. Because I mean, it looks just like those fucking dances, but everybody is so, especially in the parent realm on social media, so judgmental on what the fuck you do. Like,
that's it right there.
Ain't no goddamn rule books to this parent shit. Long as they happy, successful, and fucking safe, shut the fuck up. Like, if we having a fucking pillow fight and I hit this motherfucker with a goddamn one of the Mortal Kombat fucking uppercuts with that motherfucker, just, and then his ass go fucking flying. If he laughing and he get up and he's fine, shut the fuck up. Mind your goddamn business. And if I'm teaching my child something cultural that, you know what I'm saying, has been completely lost in the sauce over the fucking centuries of our people, shut the fuck up then too, because she could fucking do it. If one of ours is fucking doing it, that's perfectly fine. All of my children got some kind of Pacific Islander in them, and if they want to, you know, play with fire and do with the hula skirts and do all that shit, I'm fucking with it. And I dare somebody, motherfucker, say something on social media. We can go back and forth all goddamn day, because it's getting out of fucking hand, man. Like, shut the hell up. I'm on the Columbia County Facebook friends and shit, and they be on that type of shit too with certain fucking posts. Oh, why is that child sitting on top of that car? That shouldn't have been a baby in a driver's seat. What if they accidentally puts the shit in reverse? Who the fuck hasn't had their child on the lap and playing like they motherfucking driving? Shut the fuck up and mind your goddamn business, man. And then, speaking of parents on fucking social media, have you heard the fucking commercial where it's kind of like, have you used this weed killer? If you have, it's been linked to this and this, and you could potentially get a lawsuit. They pretty much have one for teenagers and social media, saying that it's like if you have a teen addicted to social media or some shit like that, they have this program where you could possibly get money off of them. You can do a lawsuit because your child is obsessed with social media or some dumb shit like that. And it's probably just one of these fucking parent police who started the bullshit.
Well, I don't know. I mean, because social media is kind of an interesting thing. I mean, I think it's too new of a phenomenon to actually know what the ramifications of certain areas of social media are. I mean, because it definitely can influence the psyche of kids who aren't. I mean, hell, it influences adults who don't know no better and don't. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
You can cultivate it.
So simple
to see. Yeah, but I think it's interesting because there are so many kids that may have a low self-esteem that develop a lower self-esteem because they don't necessarily realize that social media ain't real, man. Like, even though it's real people posting their lives, you're getting the highlight reel at best.
And then you got the parents too that don't want to hurt their feelings or anything like that, so they just, you know, let them sit and wallow in whatever some self-esteem issues they're having. Because if you're a parent and you know your kids, you'll know when something's off with your child. And you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta be detective, because you know at a certain age it becomes more of a fucking hassle than a fucking help. You just gotta let it come out naturally. But when it actually comes out, that's when you as a parent have to reinforce that child, let that child know that this bullshit you see on Instagram and Facebook and shit, that's exactly what it is. It's bullshit. It's there for fucking entertainment, and this is what's real. But they're you know, they shelter their ass. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have to get into Kevin's ass about YouTube and shit before. We didn't have to get into Keontae's ass. I done had to get fucking give it to fucking Dre. It just so happened all three of my fucking boys, right? Well, I had to get my boys' ass about certain fucking things and certain avenues of this particular fucking topic, and that's really what the fuck it boils down to. They'll jump on social media, post and shit, and comment on what another parent is doing when it's kind of like, have you seen Old Dads? Movie Old Dads. So in the movie Old Dads,
no.
one of the moms is just like that. She's like, you know, her child slaps this other lady's belly, and she's good and pregnant. I mean, like 8.5 months, good and pregnant. Slaps the fuck out of her belly. Boom. The mama that was pregnant is like, well, what the fuck? Like, get your fucking baby, bitch. And you know, she's like, well, he's expressing himself. You can't contain the way he expresses himself. That's how. No, fuck that shit. And that's what it's fucking boiled down to. And I get our children are humans. I get our children have feelings. I also get that beating the fuck out of them for every little misstep is not the fucking answer. I understand all of that shit too, but at the same fucking time, you can't coddle them and condemn at the same fucking time.
Down to the binder, by the way. Let me tell you a little story about something like that. So my birthday was yesterday. Good times. My wife, she makes it a habit to experiment on making a cake. She'll usually make me some kind of cake that she's never made before. I'd say about 90% of the time.
Come on, come on. I was talking about. I'm sorry, I was talking about our kids and stuff right here, and then my oldest just came back from work.
Oh, what's up?
Leah, y'all.
We got our niece and our cousin on there.
All I see is 2 black squares, but what's up, ladies? That's cool. But so, real quick before I get back to my story, but that's what it's about, man. The fact that your kids, our nieces, my nieces and cousin, just seeing them growing up, man. That's what it's all about, man. Seeing the choices they make, the fact that they happy and smiling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what it's really about. That's what it boils.
Absolutely.
But anyway,
absolutely.
Back to my story. So my wife makes a cake. So it's usually a progressive thing that she might start the night before. So today, she started Wednesday making it. So Thursday, when the cake was ready, the actual cake was done, but the cake presentation, if you will, wasn't done. So it's just sitting on the counter waiting to be done. My son decides that I have looked at this cake long enough and have not had a piece. Therefore, it is time for me to partake. My name is Lamar too, damn it. So he goes, slides the cake on the plate, and goes,
that's savage as fuck.
Fuck expressing yourself.
This is Sparta.
Oh, he saw an expression, all right. He saw a multitude of expressions.
Shit. Come on, L Boogie. You gotta live to see your adulthood, man. You can't be doing that.
And I mean, sometimes they do things where you have to understand where they're coming from and meeting where they are and all that stuff. Like, I mean, like Simone, my daughter, I do the same thing. Like, her thing is she wants to give you the thought process of why she did a thing, whether it be right or wrong. And sometimes it's like, no, shut the hell up. We already know why you did what you did. We don't need an explanation. But no, other people are like, oh, they're expressing themselves and they must da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up. Like, I mean, I think they're so busy on making these children have such soft, unencumbered, smooth, easy, wonderful, glorious, peaceful lives.
And they fucking them.
They are.
They
are.
fucking them completely over.
They are. I mean, now I'm not trying to say like necessarily force your kids to go into struggle. You know, give them like, you know, guardrails. You know what I'm saying? Or like and one of the work things, they're called control limits. There's upper control limits and lower control limits. And you know, sometimes in those lower control limits, before they hit that boundary, if you will, it's not all glorious down here before they get. But once they get to that point, you know, you can be there to help them regulate and course correct, but don't, you know, you let them fail, but let them fail let them fail with a little bit of guardrails. You know what I'm saying? So it's not something they can, I mean, and most of the times as a kid, it's not anything that they're not going to be able to come back from, but, you know, just give them a support system so they can embrace failure, understand that they are going to fail, that it is all right to fail, that sometimes your greatest learning experiences, your greatest successes come on the other side of failure. And by depriving them of that, because you want them to be so soft and peaceful and tranquil, they can't deal with failure, and they get out here and expect everything and expecting to be handed to them and to be coddled and to never be wrong and all this other stuff. You can't take criticism.
Them the motherfuckers you see on the fucking news.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, because this world is fucking unrelenting, boy. This shit will not fucking give an inch.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta go fucking get it. And if you teaching these children to, you know what I'm saying, just everything is gonna be your way, and you're my super participant trophy child. You're just so amazing. You're just, everything you do is fucking immaculate. You cannot be touched type shit. And then, you know, they grow up thinking that. And then they have issues with relationships. They have issues with friends. Then the next thing you know, they're going to therapy because they have anxiety and all this other stuff because they don't know how to operate when shit fucking gets fucking real. Like, it's funny. And then on the same breath, them same parents, like I said before, them same fucking hypocrites are on there. Oh, you shouldn't play rough with your child like that. Or he's 7, he shouldn't be cutting the lawn and all this other fucking stuff. Like, you got to watch fucking Old Dads, man, to get some of my fucking references, man. They got Bill Burr in it. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he has his moments too, where they just come up, hey man, you know, you shouldn't be doing that with a fucking kid. And he's like, yeah, fuck you, I'm not raising a pussy over here. And it's fucking amazing.
That's Bill Burr, man.
Yeah, I've seen that movie twice, man. It's a good fucking movie. But the last thing I got really, man, is parents, practice what you preach. Don't be on social media trying to be super mom or super dad with your fucking opinions, because you don't know how this person's raising their kid. Because nobody, not a single fucking person I know of, raises their child the fucking same. They do not do it. Nobody fucking does it. So before you open your mouth to say what should and should not fucking be, just make sure your fucking shit right and smile, because a baby's having fucking fun. Like, that, it's fun on fucking social media, man. Like you said, the pillowcase shit. I bet that kid was having a fucking blast, man. Shit,
they was laughing hysterically, man. It was, you know, I was laughing because they were having so much fun.
And we need more of that. We need more of that, man. I'm so sick of hearing about the presidential debate and a war here, what Russia's doing, what Iraq is doing, what fucking what kind of local shit is going on that's fucking negative. I stopped turning on my Facebook because I get the Augusta Jail report and the motherfucker get killed at this bitch damn near every fucking day. I mean, it's so much of this negative shit out there. To see some kids just genuinely having fun and an active dad who's actively engaging with his fucking children, shut the fuck up and let them be great. And I'm off my soapbox.
I think that's a good spot to end it. And let them be great.
Y'all gotta watch Old Dads, man.
Everybody watch Old Dads. If you've seen it, let us know in the comments, because I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, I gotta watch Old Dads. It's just funny.
All right, so we talked about anime crossover event type things after talking about the Baki and King and Ashura and all that stuff. So along those same veins, what's an anime that you think, or a pair of anime that you think should have a crossover?
Well, before I begin, something else that brought this on was, and I haven't confirmed, I don't know if you confirmed it, because I think they're doing a Naruto Ninja Turtles comic book or some shit like that.
I sent it to you.
I know you did. I know you did. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you confirmed that it was legit or not.
I don't send shit out unless it's confirmed, bro.
Okay, fair enough. So I'm curious on how they're gonna do that. I get that they're all ninjas, but it's gonna be really fucking weird. Like, are they gonna get summoning jutsu to them or something? Is like, I don't do comics, but I would read that one just to see how they do it. I'm curious. But for me, man, like a crossover that I would like to see that I think would be interesting would be Misfits and Slime. I'm gonna go there first, man. For you guys don't know what I'm talking about Misfits of the Demon Lord Academy. I think I'm saying that right. And you got that Once Upon a Time I was reincarnated as a slime. I think that's the full fucking title of those, for those who didn't know. And I think it'll be really fucking interesting because, you know, me and the wife watch both, and we talk a lot about who would fucking win, Rimuru or Anos. And I think Anos would wash Slime personally, but I think it'll be a real interesting crossover. They're both overpowered, you know what I'm saying? You got the demon people that pretty much follow Anos, and you got all the monsters that follow fucking Rimuru. And I can see something where they beef for a second and then they come together and fight together and do some fucking amazing fucking shit that I think would be really dope to fucking see if they make the animation Demon Slayer quality. I would like to see it Demon Slayer quality with both of those doing some fucking amazing shit. I think that should be dope, man. So that's my first one. I'm really curious to hear what your first one's going to be.
All right, so I'm not going to give you my first one. I'm just going to go on that same vein because you made me think of one. I would necessarily pick Slime versus Overlord. I mean, I'm Slime versus Misfit. Kind of cheated a little bit in my answer. Just because I feel like while the one-on-one of Anos versus Rimuru would be interesting. I mean, because they both have whatever powers the plot demands them to have. So there's that. So I mean, that's kind of a tricky one, but I think that the Jura Federation or the people that are untempish are overall stronger than the people with Anos. If that makes sense. So I think if you were having like army versus army, I think they would win by far.
I don't know, because they didn't. Some of them folks on Misfits got strong as fuck, man. I mean, you got the
I haven't watched the most recent season, so
yeah. So you had to watch it. You had to watch it.
I had to watch.
They'll stick with them for a little while.
I might move it up a little bit.
But
go ahead.
Would they win every fight? Absolutely not. Like Anos' entourage, if you will. Would they beat Rimuru's? Absolutely not. Will they win a couple? Probably.
I think it depends on the matchups. Yeah, I think so. And nobody's fucking with Benimaru. I mean, I ain't even seen it yet, but
shit,
Benimaru or
that'd be a hell of a fight.
That would be a fun fight. Or Diablo. Diablo's watching a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't know how. Have you started the new season of Slime yet? Oh, you ain't seen?
Yeah,
you saw him get serious, Diablo.
Yeah. When he showed his power and old girl was like, "I'm out."
Yep,
that shit was funny as hell.
Ass. Yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah, she ends up joining Rimuru's squad from what I was reading later on.
Yeah, because the Holy Knights or whatever they joined.
Yeah, but she's not a whole. Well, she is a Holy Knight, but she's kind of a double agent to the Merchant Federation or whatever.
Oh, haven't got that far. Thanks, fucker.
I haven't. My bad. Good old manga spoilers.
All right,
you know, you look at one thing. I don't care. Shit, fuck you, man. But anyway, so my pick would be based on that same line. Is I would say Slime crossed over with Overlord, and that could be one where you have like a Marvel type incursion where the worlds collide, and you have like Jura versus Nazari, Nazari, and the reason why I say that's interesting because they both do the same thing, and it's kind of like world building, empire building. But whereas Rimuru wants everybody to be friends and use diplomacy, Ainz Gon is like, fuck you, you will all bend the knee. And so I think that would be more interesting just because you have two nations versus just a strong ass motherfucker against a strong ass motherfucker. And I think you have the nations and their essential, their, you know, like you haven't seen Overlord, so Albedo and Demiurge and Titus and all them people. That's what I call my garage. I call my garage the Tomb of Nazarick. So that's the shit. So yeah, I would say that would be my first choice now, based on what you said, Slime and Overlord doing a crossover. And I don't see, the funny thing is you wouldn't have the cop out of like, oh, it was just a misunderstanding. Let's all be friends now and hold hands. It'd be like, no, we got to fight this shit out to the death. And
while I know of Overlord, how Overlord is based off of I watched like 2 or 3 episodes. Based off of that, yeah, they'd fight at the end. Like it'll be epic. It'll be pretty epic.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So I guess it's on me again, man. I really had a hard time with this one, but I was like, yeah, that I would like to see that. It wasn't that good when they brought it back to Netflix, but it's Bastard and Berserk, slapping them two together. I think that would be something fucking interesting to see for the anime pervs out there. They would really get a fucking kick out of that. As far as the sword play with the magic on top, I think it'll be good. See, because I think the world of Berserk is just too fucking dark for that. I mean, and nobody in Berserk universe other than the God Hand is gonna give Darth Snyder any run. True.
I think.
But so are we really talking about like them fighting against each other or them fighting together? Because you know, I guarantee you Naruto and fucking
either Ninja or.
Ninja Turtles gonna fight, which is gonna be funny. I just thought about that too. Naruto and Raphael mixing it up. I think that'd be funny to see.
Yeah, I mean, I think what'll happen in a lot of them, the crossovers like that, is they'll fight at first, like, you know, who the hell are you? And then it's like, oh, because I think that happened in the Batman Ninja Turtle crossover, where it's like, hey, who the fuck are you? And then, oh, we're trying to do the same thing, so let's work together. So it can either be work together or they fight each other. Because I think I have some where they work together eventually or not.
Okay. But yeah, I would say Bastard and Berserk would be something I would still want to see. I get what you're saying about, you know, how Anos would pretty much, I mean, not Anos, but what's that motherfucker? Darth Snyder, yeah, will wash fucking everybody, but which he would. But seeing him and fucking Guts fighting the fucking together, just the gore.
Now that would be fun.
Would be fucking amazing to see. Like
that would make Guts too overpowered because he'd have like a support, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Guts would have to have the Black Knight suit. He couldn't be regular Guts. He had to be Black Knight suit Guts. And that should, I think that should be dope when they get to like scrap.
I could see them fighting and then going to fight Griffin. I could see them doing that. That would be
cool. That would be cool as shit. That'd
be fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. So what you got, man? What's next?
All right, man. So since these are my daughter's anime of the day right now, I'm gonna go Black Clover cross with Fairy Tail. Both because they're magical anime and there's a lot of power of friendship vibes in there. I don't know who the villain would be. I guess you would say that they would like a dragon, if a dragon linked up with a demon, or let's say there's a dragon demon or something that they all have to team up and fight. And you know, the Fairy Tail folks have to fight because it's a dragon, and the Black Clover folks have to fight because it's a demon. But I will say that the conversations between Asta and Natsu would get annoying as shit real fast.
That's interesting, man. Just like you did, how you would rather put Overlord up there with Slime. I'm gonna do it too. So I like that, man. But I would say I would rather see Black Clover and Seven Deadly Sins. I think that would be like really fucking interesting, being how Asta is, you know what I'm saying, all hard charging, ready to go. How Meliodas is kind of just laid back, but still fucking about that shit. And then you got who's laid back, fucking with, you know what I'm saying, like the Fairy King, Harley Quinn, I think that's his fucking name.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would be, I think that would be something to fucking see. But I still like that. I have seen Fairy Tail, having about 7 episodes. I got tired of them using the same move at the end of every fucking fight, so I kind of stopped watching.
I mean, it's the power of friendship creates magic, basically.
Yeah. But
I mean, where I give you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say where I give Black Clover credit, at least the power of friendship usually creates a new spell because
it does. Right.
At least that happens. Whereas Fairy Tail, it's like, hey, power friendship, I'm gonna still do the same spell again and again and again and again and again. So I mean, there's that, and then I think what's his name? Light? Is it Light? Luck?
The elf?
The one that does the magic in the lightning magic and just wants to fight everybody. In Black Clover.
Lightning magic that just wants to fight. Oh, you talking about Luck?
Yeah, I thought it was Luck or Light or something, but Luck. Yeah.
Cause there's a Light too, or lit or whatever the fuck his name
Lich.
is. Yeah.
Lich is in Black Clover. Yeah, well, both of them in Black Clover. Yeah, Lich is the elf.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about with the lightning boots and all that shit. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's one of my favorite characters on the show. Him and Yami.
Yeah, because he's like, is he strong? I want to fight him.
Fight him. Yami's like, I'm taking a shit. You better leave me alone. Yami black. I don't care what nobody say. Yami, he got a Newport in his fucking mouth. He used fucking black sword magic. He could pull a bitch if he want to. And he got to get his shit before he leave the house. Yami's black.
He's a descendant of Yasuke. That's what we can go with.
I like it.
New canon.
Yeah.
All right, so it's your turn, I think.
So like I said, I only had like 3, man. I mean, me and you talking, I might pop another one out of here, but if not, but I would like to see My Hero and One Punch Man together. The worlds are kind of similar. I would say One Punch Man is a little more, well, I wouldn't even say it's a little more aggressive because My Hero got pretty but I think that would be a good mashup with Deku and what's the name, Saitama.
But see, I don't think anybody beats Saitama though. That's the only
they wouldn't
thing,
beat
though.
him. They would fight together like a evil villain. Crosses over in the worlds, and they tag team to fucking get him. You know, you got the I am here, and he's being extra, and Saitama makes that little weird face on something stupid. Like I think it'll be both funny and fucking the action will be amazing.
Okay, I can see that. All right, my turn, I guess.
Yep.
So the one I got is because it's in the same universe. I would like to see, and all you would have to do is to do like a time travel type thing, and cross Soul Eater with Fire Force.
Okay, haven't watched Soul Eater, but I have seen Fire Force, and I kind of see the vibe.
Yeah, it's the same. Only reason why I say that is the same. It's the same universe. I can't remember. If I remember right, I think Soul Eater happens in the distant future of Fire Force. And I think that Fire Force is getting ready to come out with the 3rd season, and I think it's supposed to be the final season. So that's going to be cool. And I think the powers, granted everybody has fire-based powers, I think the powers would be kind of scale, and it could be like a fire, like one of the fire thingies or whatever, I forgot what they're called. Could end up becoming a Kishin, and then they all have to get kind of like the same idea with Black Clover and Fairy Tail that I had would be those. So yeah, that would be my next one.
Yeah, I didn't know those two was in the same universe. That's kind of like Seven Deadly Sins and the new Seven Deadly Sins shit that just came out not too long ago. Like same shit, which I recommend. I think that shit was pretty good. You gotta get
I'll try it.
You gotta get past the kid anime level, like I like to call it, the little kid anime level. Once you get past that shit and get into the story, it's an actual good one.
I give it a shot.
So I don't have any more because these two, I wanted to pair them so bad because they have been a part of my fucking anime journey, a part of my fucking childhood. But I couldn't figure out who to fucking mix with them. So who would you mix with? Who would you mix with Dragon Ball Z, GT? It doesn't matter which one you pick. And who would you mix with Bleach? Because those was tougher.
Let me think. Dragon Ball.
Go ahead.
Dragon Ball. I was thinking Bleach. Dragon Ball, I would have to say, I can't really think of anything that I'd pair Dragon Ball with, because it'd have to be something with like more straight hand-to-hand combat. And Bleach, I would do. I would say, just to throw a little curveball, I would cross Bleach and Jujutsu Kaisen just for the sake of interest fact. That's where I think I would go with Bleach.
Good. That's really good. That's really good. Because the only thing that came to mind with Bleach, and I was like, no, that shit won't fucking work, was fucking Kenshin with fucking Bleach. I'm like, that shit wouldn't fucking work at all. But Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah, that's perfect. That would be good for Bleach. And then on top of that, what's his name? The main character with the pink hair. I can't think of his fucking name.
And which one?
And Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yuji?
Yeah, Yuji and fucking Ichigo is like peas in the fucking pod. I think it's the same fucking boy's hair.
I think Johnny Young Bosch does do the dub for both of them, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so them two fighting, and then the hollows and the curses, it's similar. Like, I think that should be really good. I think that would be really good. That's dope.
You just
got any more for us, man?
I got two. I got one that I had on my list, and one that I just thought about when we were talking about it.
Rapid fire, let's go.
So I'll do the one that I came up with on my list first. I don't really know how it would work, but because there's two of my favorite characters and two of my favorite anime, would be Death Note and Code Geass. So what would happen with Lush if he found the power of the Death Note, or if you mix the Death Note with the Geass in? And I don't know if you've even seen both of those, so you wouldn't know how the world's
Death Note wasn't my thing. Nope, I haven't seen it.
Okay, so those would be two that I would find interesting. Yeah, I go with those two. I was trying to think of one to pair with Full Metal Alchemist, but I didn't get anything. So the other one that I just thought about, and I guess the last one I got, unless you think of one more while we're talking, I would say, just because how I describe it, Windbreakers and Tokyo Revengers is two I would cross together. And that would be relatively easy.
That's an easy one. That would be a real easy one. Who would win, though?
Well, I stopped watching Tokyo.
The silver hair guy. I think Mikey will watch him. The leader of the ibuprofens or whatever the fuck their name is.
Oh, you talking about Umamiya?
Yeah. I think Mikey.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen how much he can fight yet, but given what I've seen so far, I would have to agree with you. But because I don't have any other,
his temperament alone might get.
Now, if he blocks Mikey's kicks, then he's gonna win. But if he can't stop Mikey's kicks, I think Mikey got him all day. Everybody's beating the shit out of Takemichi though.
Yeah. I don't know. Takemichi and a guy from Windbreaker that just like takes the notes and has all the records. Everybody. I think that'd be a good fight.
He ain't even a fighter though. That's a boring fight.
I think that'd be a good fight.
I don't want to watch that fight. That's the fight. That's the equivalent of watching somebody do windmills, man. Windmills.
Like South Park. South Park. Matter of fact, handicap fight. It'll be just like that.
Takemichi did that. That's how he fought one time. He did head down the windmill in the fight.
He did.
So,
man,
yeah, I can see.
Renee loves fucking Tokyo Revengers, man. She loves it.
We had made it past the first season, man. We watched the first season, and that was it.
The story is good. I don't care for the back in time. If you can cut the back in time shit out and make it about them then in the past, it'll be an amazing fucking show. Amazing.
I mean, the concept is interesting. It's just wrapped around a terrible main character is the problem.
Yeah.
Like if you had a different main character going back, like if you made Tokyo Revengers and made Baji the one going back in time, trying to spoil everybody, prevent everything that happened and led up to his death. And I guess you could even say, I think, wasn't it Mikey's brother too? They got killed.
Yeah.
Trying to prevent one or both of those events, then I would be more interesting. And you don't have the fact that the main character just sucks.
Yeah.
Because like Windbreaker would suck if it was just a dude with the notebook.
Hey, Takamichi won one fight though. He won a fight. God damn it. He won.
Yeah.
He won.
I still don't like Takamichi at all. So I think those are all the ones I got.
What you think about Yu Yu Hakusho and Bleach?
I think if you were to say early Bleach and Yu Yu Hakusho, sure, but the power scaling in Bleach goes up so far. I don't know if it would even be a fair scale anymore. Because I mean, who is really fighting Ryujin Jaka? Who is stopping that? Nobody is stopping that unless they cheat.
Dragon of the Darkness Flame. Fuck you, man. Rose Whip.
Dragon of the Darkness Flame would be like, oh damn, it's too hot in here. I'm out.
Yeah, they wouldn't stand a chance. I don't know who I would pair with Yu Yu Hakusho, honestly.
I was trying to think of. I didn't put Yu Yu Hakusho on my list because I was thinking you were gonna put somebody with Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, that's another one I was wrestling with. I don't know who I would put it. Yu Yu Hakusho is just that amazing. It stands alone. You can't pair nobody with it. You can't. But there's a lot of overpowered fucking anime out lately, like a lot of overpowered characters that you would just mash together. One that we didn't mention that I think is on the same level as Anos and Rimuru is the kid from what's the name of that fucking anime? The Wise Man's Grandchild or some shit like that. Like he's on the same level as them. Like we talked about that too. Who will win if they fucking fought? And I think that'll be somebody to.
I think a better fight, just where it's at right now, because I think Anos would wash. I don't remember the main character's name from Wise Man's Grandchild.
Oh yeah, I think he'll wash him too. Absolutely,
he would. And we're almost making it to who will win in the fight, and that's almost where it's going with me, just because I guess the Baki one.
We'll save for the next one.
But I would say Rudius Grey Rat from Mashoko Tensei or Job's Reincarnation. I don't think you've seen that one yet.
I ain't seen either one of those.
It's kind of like it just started coming out. I think it's on its third season or second half of the second season, but it's been out for a long time. It's like one of the original isekai anime, and a lot of the isekai tropes come from it. So I think that would be an interesting pairing, just those two.
Yeah,
Rudius is a bit of a perv, though.
There, he's a big one. All right, Pete Jiraiya.
Right.
But yeah, man, y'all put some in the comments, man. Y'all let us know who y'all would like to see, what animes y'all like to see mashed over, crossed over, mashed up, whatever the fuck they're gonna title this shit. Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna do plenty more of these. I know we didn't mention, like, we didn't mention Demon Slayer and stuff like that, but y'all want a part 2? We can do a part 2 if y'all want a part 2. But y'all put some in the comments. Y'all let us know who y'all would put up there. And I think, bro, it'll be a good idea for another episode where we talk about fights. I don't know if we've done that yet. And
we have, but we can do it again.
We'll do a part 2. There's plenty of anime, plenty of characters. Definitely do a fucking part 2. So it's our time again, man, for the final fucking accessory check-in. Brother, I'm going to start with you because that looks a little different from what you've been smoking through the whole episode, man. So I want to hear what's going on over there.
So at the last segment, I just lit it, and here's where the ash is. So we've been talking for a little while in between segments. This is the Maduro, I think it is. The same cigar. Yes, Maduro. Whole different experience altogether. I can't compare the flavors between the two because I think the first one was just bad. The incomplete wrapper just came off, and I was just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm not smoking this binder filler. That's just stupid. I like them smoking something else. So I gave up on that.
Bad cigars.
It is. So I took this one out. It's burning well. It's got flavor. I just got I'm in the first third right now, and it's a whole different ball game. I wish I did this experiment with 2 cigars that worked, but on the bright side, I have a second cigar that's working very well for me. And Macallan is Macallan. I'm not a big Scotch guy, but Macallan ain't bad at all. So it's definitely a nice drink to bring in the first episode after my birthday. So good times.
Yeah.
What about you, man? How'd the Rosewood turn out?
First of all, before I start talking about the Rosewood, you mentioned it twice, and my sorry ass little brother didn't say shit. But happy belated birthday, bro. I know I called you yesterday and shit like that, but I ain't say shit about your birthday on air. Happy freaking birthday.
I ain't worried about it.
Another fucking year around the fucking sun, man. It's a blessing to make it that far. Hopefully I make it that far. You never know what the fuck can happen. So that's real dope, man. But on my accessories, the cigar, I mean, after I put out that motherfucking tree branch, it wasn't bad, man. It smoked pretty good. My burn line never got right. I'm a stickler for my burn line. That's like one of my cigar purposes right there. I gotta have a good burn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was pretty good. I mean, the vodka's the vodka. It's vodka. Nothing special. I didn't do my Pall Mall this time, even though they keep restocking my shit on the shelves. And I'm the only motherfucker to know about it. So I feel like they just got it there for me. So I'm eventually go get it.
Well, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Shoot. Get to a point where you can just call them up and be like, hey, put one of those on the counter for me. I'm on my way.
I might just fucking do that eventually, man, because that's my liquor store. Hell, the prices at that liquor store is cheaper than on Post. So I'm like, shit.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, but yeah, vodka's the vodka, man. Pretty decent. Shout out to Mama, by the way, because I was out of lemonade to chase my liquor with, and Mama came through with the trunk. That fucking mobile bodega she got. Right around here. She had the motherfucker.
I think I'm gonna have to put her on an episode, man. I think I am.
Hey, the EDC, man, you had to get it from somewhere. But that'd be dope too, man. That'd be really fucking dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, not bad, man. It was good for the episode. I had other things going on also, man, that are amazing. We're not gonna put that out here right here with other things. So accessories were amazing tonight, man.
All right, man. You got anything else for the people before we wrap up?
The only thing I didn't mention it was Best in Life, but the Olympics has kicked off. Shout out to Snoop Dogg. I know he probably might not see this shit, but shout out to Snoop carrying the torch for the Olympics, man. It's in Paris. It's gonna be real interesting, man. I can't wait to watch it. I haven't sat down and watched the Olympics in a long time, so really excited about the Olympics. And Foul Language, baby, we back in fucking full effect. MF and fucking research, bro. You doing fucking amazing, bro. You fucking killing it. And Melanin Warriors podcast. Shout out to my 2 new subscribers, man.
Oh
yeah, it was
got 2 new ones.
Yeah,
That's it.
But yeah, man. But and in all seriousness, man, I know the election's coming up. Crazy shit is going on. Be mindful of your family first, and the outside internet world fucking second, or not at all.
Internet ain't a real place, man. Just remember that.
It's not. Make sure you take care of home. And yeah, man, that's all I got, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe, like, and all that shit to the Foul Language podcast, man.
Across all social media and all that stuff. Yep. As always, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Episode 122 is in the books. We out.
Yeah.